Aloha hoku ohana. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. This is all about you guys being in this world but not of this world, and everyone can tell. In the first astral travel scene, I saw you on the underground and you were on the subway. Others were looking at you, trying to figure out where you were from, what planet you were from, where your origins were from. There was a lot of questions and not a lot of answers. So you could be a big walking mystery. I'm hearing that could be something that you're about to do or demonstrate in this world that leaves people questioning who you are, where you came from, what you, I'm hearing, did. Okay, so there's something that you're about to do that's going to be leaving a mark in history, what you did and how you did it. And I'm also hearing like quantum leaps and things of this nature. So there could be rapid acceleration that's about to happen on your path. But there was another message that was coming through. Let me see if I can remember it. You were on the underground. Everyone was looking at you, trying to figure something out. And yeah, something. We'll see if it comes back around. But there's something around you literally being a walking mystery here and demonstrating something otherworldly in this world. And on the underground, it represents deep exploration of your subconscious mind. So this could be like parallel roots or origins that I'm hearing, sourcing a lot of this hidden knowledge from. And you're connected to this invisible wellspring of information, and you're pulling things from hidden sources or things that appear to be invisible to others. And it's not because you can't see what others can, is that you're very tuned to a layer of reality that others may not be able to see just yet. I'm hearing even like visualize just yet. So it's definitely giving me big third eye energy, multi-sensory perception energy, where you're able to attune to what's going on in other dimensional frequencies, you know, where there's two eyes to look, where you can see about 1% of the light spectrum, and there's also an eye to see, where you can see these other higher bandwidths of frequency light. So it's like you're tuning into what other people may not necessarily be attuned into vibrationally just yet. So dreaming of a subway also represents that your instincts are guiding your decisions in life. So you could feel like there is a higher power or something that goes beyond you that is guiding your every step at this stage in your journey. And starseeds are all about cosmic roots that are guiding your earthly journey. So this is leading you to probably see your journey on Earth very differently from this intercommunication that's happening with the interdimensional layers that are encoded within you, that you're seeing projected in your external field. So these are different guides that are going to be encoded in your field because they're encoded in your internal network that's leading you to these external places. But yeah, you're going to be guided during this time, whether it's for a purpose around teaching, healing, or spreading positivity, or just leading by example. There is a process that's gradually unveiling itself to you as your human condition lifts. There is a strong correspondence that you have between this world and the other, right? It's like you're in this world, but you're also attuned to another reality, another dimension. And there is something around memories that are going to be shined upon in terms of past lives, parallel lives, different points of origin, and there's a deep connection that's cosmic in which you have that others are going to be having a lot of questions in regards to, because I keep hearing like how did you do that? So you might want to watch the reading that we did. I'll link it down below. It's coming up very strong similar energy around your what did we call it, something around who are you? Clearly an earth angel, because you leave everyone with a taste of heaven. So there's something around your aura could just be very healing within itself. People feel things around you, you will invoke these different emotional responses, and I'm hearing they don't know what it is, right? Or like, what is this, or who are you? It kind of gives me that energy. Anyway, the next scene, I also saw you guys in a gravesite, and you were viewing things from an aerial perspective, from a bird's eye view, and you were seeing this diagonal kind of crisscross that was happening along the gravesite, and there was also lines on the site too, but it was very interesting to see from this higher visual or higher perspective. So there could be something around you actually seeing your life from, and your transformations through life in each rebirth. I'm hearing like each baptism, which is being raised to another level of consciousness, where you can look back at your old self, or shells of who you thought yourself to be. I'm hearing even shells of who you were taught to believe yourself to be, as something that seems so far gone from the version that you have stepped into or come back to. I'm hearing, yeah, you've come back to this through many lifetimes. You've dismantled the shell in who others taught you to be, or who society taught you to be, and you've always been able to return back to your cosmic origins. So yeah, grave sites are all about chapters in your life, right? One ending and a new one beginning. Also, this could be in regards to your professional, personal life, maybe even belief systems that you've held, and encouraging you to focus on what truly matters to you, right? As the human condition lifts, you begin to look at life through the eyes of the soul, and you begin to navigate life on earth completely, differently, actually congruently with the soul's intentions before incarnating into this physical vessel. So the bird's eye view shows that you're gaining a broader perspective, again, a higher universal truth, and you're seeing the bigger picture of something. Maybe you're able to kind of look back at your life and reflect on how everything was in an attempt to bring you to this point. Everything was in an attempt to wake you up, okay, to help you awaken, which is to help you remember who you've always been. And yeah, understanding things from that bigger, higher perspective and universal truth. The lion represents a big change that's coming, whether you're ready for it or not. Now that I'm hearing you've become conscious awareness, okay? Your awareness that has become conscious of itself once again. So things that you may have felt threatened or challenged by once before, I'm hearing things that you used to trip over, you're now stepping over. And that's kind of gamma perception. It's kind of giving me fifth dimensional energy in the way that you view the world. Your biggest filter perception is something that extends far beyond the human body. And you're entering into a new era of your life as a result of this, all right? Into a new frequency. You're opening up this point of divergence, and you're entering into a new dimension where new stories can begin to play out, right? Dimensions are just frequencies. So you're entering into a new frequency where new stories can begin to play out. And there are new resonant experiences that are in alignment with this new octave in which you're operating and navigating the world within. All right. So yeah, it's very symbolic of death, a transition between worlds, if you will. And you're seeing how you can be born again many times within this lifetime. And scene 3, I call it like, what are you pregnant with? Because that's what I wrote in the astral. I was like, well, what are you pregnant with? I saw someone that was pregnant that was riding a bike, and they were trying, but their pregnancy was like growing very, very rapidly, right? The baby that they were cultivating, the thing that they were nurturing, even if this is a subconsciously something that you've always been nurturing or putting energy towards, I'm hearing you didn't really understand why until this moment. So you're going to feel like everything has been preparing you for this moment. That's almost what it feels like. You've been prepped for this. And the pregnancy is all about a creative new chapter in your life, something that maybe you've been anticipating. Maybe it's an idea, maybe it's a goal, some type of new beginning in your life. Though the bike represents your journey, so this could be twists and turns and ups and downs, highs and lows, but also your ability to move forward very independently and self-sufficiently as a self-sustaining organism, maintaining your autonomy, maintaining your sovereign creations, okay, what it is that you want to create yourself to be as a sovereign being in this experience, and being able to, I'm hearing, decide what your direction is, where your trajectory is, and not allowing the world to decide that for you. So yeah, huge, powerful energy. Let's go ahead and take a look at scene 1 and see. I don't kind of want, yeah, like, why not? Let's take a look at You're Not of This World and Everyone Can Tell. We have parallel universes. You are not of this world because, baby, you're of many worlds, right? You guys are of many worlds and many universes. So with parallel universes, well, this literally talks about it. Let me go ahead and explain it as we read it. So this is like the multiverse theory, right? But what we all know to be true, really. So there is the birth of more than just one universe, of many universes, which is just many vibrational frequencies, and these hold different parallel lives, and each decision you make creates one of these branching universes. So decisions that you've made to incarnate and lead a life as a reptilian, as a draconian, as a Arcturian, as a Pleiadian, as a Lyran, as a Syrian, as a whatever, okay, Adronomen, so many infinite, right? And you're leading these lives in parallel universes, right? Notice how it's not past lives or future lives, it's parallel lives. And you're not separate from these entities. These are other quantum non-local connections that you're also entangled with. And your journey on Earth is also, pulling forward your starseed lineages as well as your lineages on Earth, all right? So the work that you're doing in this timeline, they're all interconnected and they bleed into all of these other universes simultaneously. So these other universes have different physical laws. These different archetypal manifestations of yourself are very distinct life forms due to them being manifested through the natural laws of their physical environment or their frequency, right? Their vibration. So on Earth, you're composed up of this alpha third dimensional vessel that you are also incarnated into. And we're made up of the cells of planet Earth, right? So this is a very specific gravitational, it's how our body is manifested due to the laws, the physical laws of like gravity in this realm, for example, to put it very simply. And there's other physical laws in other universes where there were other big bangs, and the negative charge of the electron orbiting the atom, right, is slightly different and altered, and that leads to different distinct life forms taking place, which is why starseeds look a certain way, right? These other parallel versions of yourself look a very specific way, and they've taken on these different archetypal forms. Just if you're curious, right? Learning something new, hopefully, here today. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this. I mean, I talk about this a lot anyway. If you're here, then you'll probably know this. But let's go ahead and take a look at parallel universes and see if anything significant comes up. So there are, again, other entangled versions of yourself that we even opened it on quantum entanglement there, where there's an illusionary separation, and this is guiding your journey on Earth. So there is this intercommunication because these other universes are actually existing within you, right? This is interdimensionally encoded, and you're always shape-shifting out of these different parallels or dimensions of yourself, and it shows telepathic communication as well. So this could be guiding your journey on Earth. It's almost like there's higher fractals of yourself, higher octaves of yourself existing in higher dimensions that are guiding your journey on Earth. So you definitely, this is like something that's interconnected within you, which is super interesting. Okay, so let's go and take a look at parallel universes. All right, this talks about the power of choice. How did you become who you are today? How did you get where you are today? The apparent ones deal with the cards of the game of life but do not play, so who does? Choice. So again, this is a being in a state of omnipotence, omniscience, and omnipresence, where you are basically aware of more than just this one localized version of yourself on Earth, essentially, right? You're not limited to just this one fractal of self. There are infinite fractals of self that you're kind of integrating with once again, and you could be recovering memory of. So yeah, this is very interesting. Even when we do not have a choice, and even when we do not have a choice, or we do not take it, we are still choosing. So again, this is like red pill or blue pill. A lot of you are getting to the point now where, you've taken the red pill, or you're being met with a choice point in your life in regards to how you want to live this life, right? As a human condition lifts, all that really matters is how are you living according to those initial intentions that you had. One, your higher self has incarnated into this physical vessel, and you remember that. I'm hearing now it's time to take accountability into account to all the choices that you had made unconsciously before this moment, and how you're being guided to make different choices now that you are aware of this connection that you have, right? So again, consciousness that has become aware of itself begins to behave very, very differently in this realm. So you're seen as someone that is basically behaving very, very differently. Okay, nobody really understands why, because this is something that is invisible to many, right? So yeah, it talks about many things will happen if we do not come through choice. But we always choose what to do with them. The decisions of the universe work in mysterious ways, but always in our favor. Our choices are sometimes correct, and other times we can make them be. Okay, so this is infinite choices, possible webs that transpire in other realities. So yeah, we're not going to get into that today, but there are many, many different domes where we can travel in and out of this reality, and it's encoded within you, right? Within your plasma. There's like the intercommunication that's happening, that's assisting and guiding your journey here on Earth, and just making you look at your journey on Earth very, very differently. But yeah, we'll get into that rabbit hole another day. But let's go ahead and take a look. Let's take a look at a star child message. To be honest, I think we should do this one a little bit differently, just because of who I'm speaking to. Shine your light. Okay, yeah, you are here to shine your light. Okay, you guys are here to lead by example, and at the base we have know yourself. So as you begin to know yourself and know all of yourself, right, not just one localized version, you also begin to shine your light. So what a beautiful energy. Let's go ahead and read this card. Let's find it. This is the egg, the cosmic egg, and number 7. So this is about an internal journey as well that puts you in alignment with a lot of abundance. We were just on abundance there. Okay, Shine Your Light talks about wise action to increase compassion, be a space for grace, Kuan Yin, Mary Magdalene, collective healing. And I am a being of pure light. As I shine my light of compassion, I see with eyes of truth and love. And again, that's you looking at your life through the eyes of the soul, okay? So yeah, this is about you guys basically opening up your heart during this time, setting the analytical mind aside, and knowing that you're being guided in your life in a way that goes beyond you, all right? So it's a beautiful, beautiful energy. If you're not ready just yet, if your heart is still shy, then listen to my story. Being stripped down, you may feel like everything's been stripped down, everything that you once knew, everything from an old paradigm. I'm hearing you've either been guided or forced to remove, or has been forcibly removed from your path. And this is making room for so much more, okay? I'm hearing again, it was all in an attempt to wake you up, but now you're awake. Who you've been in order to get here, right? The personality in which you've taken on as a survival mechanism when navigating this matrix is no longer the person that you are going to be moving forward. You're breaking free from that shell of who you've been, and who you've been is no longer who you have to be, and it's not all who you will be, okay? So what has been is not all that will be, and it's not all that has to be, right? That's the energy that's coming through. It's almost like, you know, you're being stripped down. Who are you from this moment? Be here right now. Who are you in this moment right now? Break free from the shell of who you've believed yourself to be, right? Societal conditioning, indoctrination, programming, deprogramming, reprogramming yourself into all that you've ever been. Stepping back into your eternal nature, back into your formless nature. So yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful energy here, all right? Being unafraid to show up in the world, unafraid to express yourself. You become so skilled that your actions carry the energy of love. They become 1,000-fold more meaningful just because of your grace. Other times you don't need to move, you simply bring in compassion through your energy work. So this is something that you're infusing with your words of compassion and gifts from your life family that you are receiving. So this could also, I'm hearing, be parallel lives and other gifts that you're bringing forward from other starseed lineages, okay? That's what's coming through, and that's unlocking in this localized vessel, because again, as you clear up a lot of density, as you clear up a lot of trauma, right, of not knowing yourself and the realization that your life is a product of your unconscious cause, that brings a lot of accountability. There's a lot that you have to account for in that moment, and that can be traumatic to observe what our life had become as a result of not loving ourselves, right? And now that has changed. You are changing. You are able to extend compassion towards yourself by opening up the gateway of compassion through accepting everything that has been. And as soon as you accept everything that has been, you can then begin to move forward for everything that will be. You can then begin to make room for everything that will be, because you're no longer attaching to that matrix entanglements. You're now in this matrix, but you're not of this matrix. You're playing this cosmic overlay where you're not interacting with the cosmic overlay. You're an outsider that's looking in. And now you have this higher level of awareness when navigating your journey on Earth. And that's what's coming up very, very strongly there, all right, with this energy. Can't remember what else I was saying, but let's go ahead and see what else comes through here. Sure, let's get a crown chakra or crown chakra energy. Maybe crown chakra is important. We have Divine Presence there that flipped. I'm hearing something switched within you. But yeah, as you clear up that dense matter, you then begin to unlock a lot of ancestral gifts, okay, and strengths. And that's not just happening on Earth. As you do that on Earth, you also begin to uncover that from your starseed lineages. And because of that quantum entangled connection with these quantum non-local connections, you are one of the same. You are not separate from this entity. That's what I'm seeing. So they're being carried back and forth as this stream of consciousness. Yeah, we have Holy Grail. Inner discovery. Find in sacredness. You are what you seek. Okay, so there's something that you're discovering within yourself. And then we have Gaia gateway activation. So again, the learning experiences, wisdom transmissions, right? Your connection to the earth, and something that you're uncovering there as well. And then even behind that, we have Arcturian light codes. So again, this is like other planetary star systems, right? New downloads that you're receiving from these other cosmic connections. Okay, that's almost what it appears to be. Let's go and take a look at Holy Grail. Again, this is all about self-love when you talk about the chalice. Holy Grail. Okay, this talks about you are what you seek. You have been on a great quest, seeking and searching and discovering, but the further you've gone, the more your heart has called you back. You may still be looking for treasure, but you are now discovering that all roads lead back to you. The great source of the great creation holds up a shiny mirror in front of you, and you see your reflection. You are the answer. You are the divine. You are created. You are creating. The gateway of the divinity has opened, and the vessel of your being is flowing with infinite light. You've been searching for God, and God is within, so go within. This is the key to heaven. Your cup is overflowing. Your gifts are being unlocked. Let the world share your treasure. So again, you are a gift to be shared with the world. You hold and possess a gift to be shared with the world. And you're remembering this, right? 2 biggest days, the one that you seeded onto this planet, and the second one is when you remember why. And when you had incarnated into this physical vessel, right? You being your higher self that's incarnated into this physical vessel, you were just awareness that was unconscious of itself. And now that you are conscious awareness, you've awakened yourself, you've remembered yourself, you are now able to apply what it is that has always been within you and remove any inhibitions that were programmed to tell you otherwise. So when you again entered into this realm, you knew that you would risk forgetting your etheric origins. Now that you've remembered your etheric origins, now that you remembered yourself, you begin to move and behave very, very differently here. And that's what's coming through for sure. Very, very strong energy. So let's see. Let's get a starseed message actually, since we dreamt of this starseed energy. I think that would be a beautiful transition. And again, we're all hybridized races. Like this, cells are multicellularly, cellularly composed of many, many different cells. So I'm hearing your cells are speaking to you. Your DNA is speaking to you. There's this intercommunication, which is your memory, is speaking to you. You could feel like it's a memory. You could be having moments of deja vu. You could be having moments of, I'm hearing like the wildest synchronicities right now in your life, where it feels like your life is one big synchronicity. That's almost what it feels like, right? We have baby steps here as well. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So with the cosmic heart here, your heart is going to be gently guiding you towards your chosen destination. So follow the calling, all right, of the divine feminine. And the divine masculine is about you actually acting, right? Actually being able to act and support that calling through what it is that you do, through your cause, which has an effect. And that birth creation in the third density, right? In this third dimensional construct. That's how you create in this third dimensional construct. It's being able to act accordingly to the soul's desires. Okay, we have Starseed, right? What lights you up? Literally, Starseed. So what lights you up here? We have Jupiter and Saturn here. So you can see Saturn looks way bigger than Jupiter, right? But in reality, Jupiter is much bigger, right? So there's something around perceived limitations, but there's massive expansion that awaits you on the other side of overcoming any perceived limitations while in this realm. I'm hearing there are only illusions of limits, for you are limitless. You are the oracle, pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. So again, attune to the oracle within. Take those steps. I'm hearing there are new things that you're being briefed for. It feels like you're being briefed. I'm seeing like where you were already briefed before entering into this life, but now it's like you're being rebriefed, right? That's almost what it gives me. I'm here. They're saying as well something around. I'm being shown a scene where someone's had a a car accident or something, and they've just come out of a coma, and it's like they're being kind of told about the story of their life again, and oh, this is your girlfriend Kate, and this is your mother, and this is your father, and it's like they're looking around, and it's like they've come out of this state of amnesia, and all they remember is that it just feels like they've landed in another atmosphere. Right? It's like, you're not from here, you're from another planet. And everyone's like, you're asking everyone, where did you come from? And no one knows. But yet you know where you come from. That's like the energy that it's giving me. So there could be a huge dissonance in regards to what you were once in resonance with. And there is like a huge pivot or transition that's happening in your life. Yeah, third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So strong solar plexus energy, right? Confidence. You are the center of your solar system with the Sun card. There could be things that are being boosted, things that you're being guided to do, things that you're being guided to take confident action towards during this time as well. It's your center point of power. It's also where you cultivate that sense of self-trust, no matter what things look like externally, right? So this is cultivating a very strong self-trust within yourself as you embark in these next stages, on this next path here of some kind. Let's go and take a look at a shaman's dream oracle message as well. I do feel like this is going to be quite useful. Let's see. Woodwives, adaptability. Okay, so adaptability and change. It talks about rigid structures, rigid notions are going to lead to no real change. Like trees that stay very rigid upon life storms end up becoming broken. But if you become flexible and you allow kind of the vessel itself to begin to surrender to the change, you'll see yourself become transformed by it, and you'll be able to withstand any of life storms and actually come out stronger as a result of them. And then you have Sky Dancer's Surrender, which talks about a huge transformation that's going to be occurring in your life. It's heralding the invitation towards a new you, okay? A new you that you're adapting to. I'm hearing a new you that you're integrating with. That's almost what it feels like as well. Chop wood is also flipped. So this could be literally changing the things that you guys do on a day-to-day basis. And it's just saying integrate, focus on the small things and being present in those small tasks and having a human experience. Energetic exchanges, it's seeing the gift that you have of that is life on earth. Okay, like this life on earth really is a gift because it helps you and aids you when it comes to clearing up a lot of dense matter. Souls only incarnate for life on earth or sign up to incarnate into life on earth simply because there is a huge opportunity for soul growth here, for literal rapid soul growth through the polarity and contrast in which you experience here. And it's being able to find that internal balance, cultivate that 0 point and that neutral observation amongst life storms, amongst the chaos, and begin to see the cosmos within it and realize that there's always a secret order to what may appear to be disorderly. So I feel like this is about you guys being more present. It also shows something that you're going to be receiving as you sit in that gift of the present, right? Is the present moment, and just being really still with yourself, right? Being really patient with yourself. But there's something new that you're going to be exchanging. It also shows the law of attraction and cause and effect. So there could be a new action that you're actually wanting to take on a day-to-day basis, and that leads to your reality beginning to reconfigure itself to correspond with the changes that you're also making on a day-to-day basis there as well. Let's get a theme for you with the tarot. Let's take a look at the theme around you. It's a theme. What's the energetic signature and ritual? Your intuition is going to be speaking loudly, all right? The Queen of Chalices is about this internal voice, okay? And internal communication and being able to act upon that. The Queen of Chalices is also able to come to a place where she can begin to go through energetic hygiene. This is going to be really important for you guys, energetic hygiene, being able to distinguish your emotions and thoughts from those around you. And with King of Chalices, this is going to help you stay focused on the bigger vision at hand. I'm also hearing like the bigger task or mission at hand. And the King of Wands is really selective in regards to where his energy goes. I'm hearing with whom and what he infuses energy into, and any entanglements, because anything that he wants to nurture and pay attention towards, his energy will go there and it will grow. However, he wants to make sure that whatever it is that he's investing into, especially on a day-to-day basis, is in alignment with that bigger vision and goal that he has, so that he can grow this beautiful garden, right, and nurture that. This is about taking action towards that and listening to your intuition around the things that you actually want to take action towards. The King of Wands is also an entrepreneurial spirit, so that could be a big theme for some of you, or just something that you're actually wanting to physically change in your reality or master when it comes to the physical reality. This is saying that if you master your mind, you master your emotions, right, you don't allow yourself to, I'm hearing, feel like shame or guilt around being able to put that energy and focus back into you. And I'm hearing detaching from any entanglements within the matrix and actually being able to look at that matrix within. You will begin to see how you inform matter to recalibrate itself, to reconfigure itself, to correspond with that internal knowing, that internal assurity, that internal love that you have for yourself. It is a state of being. All right, there's something around that action based off of self-love, and sometimes that self-love is meaning boundaries for a lot of you. That's almost what it is, and it's not personal, it is vibrational, because again, with the King of Wands, you also have like a protector energy. So I feel like there is a vision that you're protecting, and mainly this is protecting your inner soul sanctuary. That's what this is. It's protecting your peace. It's protecting this internal harmony. Okay, so that's what's coming up there as well. And not wanting to mend everything, right? Maybe it's needing to take care of yourself first, right? With a mender. You can't mend everything. There's something about being able to nurture yourself and protect yourself is going to be really vital and important at this stage in your evolution journey, all right? At the base, we have the Emperor. So this could be in regards to an empire that you're building, right? This could be an empire that you're building, something that you guys are working on. The Pelican is also this, again, strong correspondence that you have to other realms, other realities. This could be really you guys getting focused and, again, removing every other superfluous distraction when it comes to you wanting to be really established in a certain career, or I'm hearing enterprise or role that you're wanting to, or I'm hearing responsibility of some kind, like really being able to become really established in some type of something that you're creating. It literally feels like you're building an empire of some kind, or building something that you want to leave a lasting legacy in regards to, and it really requires you to be present for it, okay? Even if that's you in all the ways that you want to build yourself up in this life, okay? All right, yeah, I'm gonna love and leave you guys right there. If you're not already subscribed to this channel or want to stick around for future reads, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below. If you want to join our Discord server, that's also going to be down below as well. Take a look at Otter Spirit's discount code that I have down below if you guys are looking for some beautiful high quality AAA grade jewelry. I have lapis lazuli, celestite, rainbow moonstone and moonstone on today, so highly recommend, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Until next time.